Well, my injury started when I was working at a prison in Joliet, and we were out at the fire range qualifying. We had to qualify every 6 months with weapons. And I went to fire my shotgun and blew out the butt end. Someone had plugged the barrel. So I had sustained a injury to the right shoulder and ended up having 9 surgical surgeries on the right shoulder, and ended up finally at the end with a clavicle resection and a bicep transfer, which left me partially unable to use my shoulder at all. I got injured in '84, and I met Dan through the other attorney, and I had Dan as my lawyer for maybe 6 months to a year, and then Dan left the firm and the other attorney continued my case. Dan never had the opportunity to see what happened for my case. My impression of Dan when I first met him was he was very open and honest, and he seemed to be a go-getter. When I found Dan again, it was for a new injury. It was a shoulder injury to the left shoulder, and I had called Dan, and I was doing security at a university and injured the left shoulder and ended up having 4 shoulder surgeries on that. And Dan took care of the case for me. The reason I kept searching for Dan was because I felt comfortable talking to him, and I felt that if I had any questions, he didn't beat around the bush. He was straight and forward. If I felt that somebody was going to rip me off, Dan would be the first one to tell me. If I had a legit case, or if we felt we should go ahead with it or just drop it. I refer Dan to lots of people that I work with and friends and family.